I want to talk about self-contradictions. For this video blog or series or however long I keep this going, the idea of having this video blog is to explore, is to not share truth or, ultimate yes or no's, but it's more of me exploring. And it's hard to do that without a textbook or a resource that I can gather information from and say this is accurate. I can't pick up a biology book and say the nucleus does this or that, because philosophy, theology, religion, ideology is not concrete. So basically I'm using this video blog as motivation for me to explore that type of stuff within myself. So I'm probably going to run into a lot of contradictions. I'm probably going to contradict myself a lot. I'm probably going to, say one thing and then later in the same, video blog, go back and go over it and be self-contradictory and not even acknowledge that I'm contradicting myself. Just to throw it out there, I'm probably well aware that I've contradicted myself, but I don't feel like, every time I say something being like, despite what I said earlier, because I am exploring myself. I am my own textbook in this situation, and I think if you guys are all going to call me out, or if I'm going to call myself out, it's just going to get annoying and it's going to get redundant, because it's not about being right or wrong. And I keep using the word inherent because I think it's just perfect, because there is no root that says, this is correct, and then you go from there. It's all up in the air. So I just wanted to clarify that, because I am going to contradict myself. I might say something today and then put a log up in 4 months and have it be the same topic but have it say something entirely different. And that's okay, because I'm learning and I'm experiencing and I'm growing and I'm understanding. I'm seeking to understand. And that's what's very different about this versus a textbook, because the only time there really is contradiction in a textbook is if there's some scientific revelation or whatever, they have to change all of the science books to say that Pluto is no longer a planet or whatever. And that's not what this is about, because when I explore and I decide to stick with something, assuming I ever do decide to stick with something, it's not going to be concrete. I'm not going to get it tattooed on my back that I belong on either side of the God wall, or that I believe that, energy drinks should be banned for those under 16. No, none of that stuff. It's not concrete. So I aim to explore, and I aim to keep exploring, and I aim to come to some type of an understanding, but I don't aim to ever settle down with one idea and say, this is. So with that as an understanding, there will be self-contradictions. Feel free to contradict me, and I will always feel free to contradict you back. I think I'll probably make a video in the future, tonight or tomorrow or whatever, about rules, not necessarily rules, but just respect and boundaries, that if anybody's going to, comment or, message me or whatever, that, we remain some level of respect, because, when it comes to ideas, especially if they're your own or if they're important to you, I think it's important that you don't ever point fingers and say, that's stupid, or that's wrong, or that's, that can't be accurate, because it can't not be accurate if it's just ideology. So, respect, let's just respect each other. That's not to say that I don't want to have shitstorms down there, because that's great, but let's not, be those people on the internet that are like, let's all point fingers and call them out. Let's not gang up on people. Let's not be the kind of person that is disrespectful to other people's beliefs, because, those of you, or me, when I was very practicing in Catholicism, and I've met those salty atheists that are like, you're wrong, you're stupid, how can you believe that? I actually had a friend who I was really close with, and then when I started to get more active in the church, he just became very rude, and ended up saying, I'm glad you found happiness, but I'm really sad by where you found it. And then, he really never talked to me again. And, that was just upsetting to me, because it's like, I'm not saying that to him, even though at the time I really believed that he was wrong. So just let's be respectful. Let's, if people want to have different beliefs than you, honestly, that's good, because if everybody was Catholic, we'd all be cookie cutters. And those of you who are Christian and Catholic understand that that's not what God wants for us, and that's what free will is, and the ability to have that. But, let's be respectful. Let's not threat. Let's not cause threats. Let's not threaten people. Let's not, be disrespectful. Let's not tell people that they're wrong, unless they're saying, gravity pulls you up, which is obviously incorrect. Provide links if you think that someone's incorrect, but don't be disrespectful. Video responses are great. Whatever. I'm acting like I have a bunch of followers, but I don't. I'm hoping to someday. Anyway, I think this could be the start of a revolution, and that would be great. Intercultural belief systems, and it's going to be fabulous, and it's going to be crazy, and I'm excited. I'm going to start making more videos, and I think I'm going to start talking with people more. And since I live right by the University of Akron, I think I'm going to do, more social experiments and more, interviews and just tally marks, and let's, ask random people questions, because, you honestly never get more honest answers than when you grab somebody on the elevator and say, hey, what do you think ultimate truth is? And, you get their response, because they don't know you, and they're not going to be worried about your exterior influence. So, yeah. So like I said earlier, or past videos, if you have any questions, put them down there. If you have any video ideas, or if you have any desire for me to talk to you or to somebody else, or if you want me to talk about something specifically, down there. It's the best place to do it. Otherwise, let's go on an adventure.